the team called the morning steam. It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
And a pleasant good morning to you, coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for a Saturday, May 31st. We've got a great sports betting day on tap with you, including our game number 6 tonight in the NBA between the Pacers and the Knicks. And, of course, it's UFC Saturday, and we'll have live companion coverage here on the Sports Money Network of tonight's action from Las Vegas here with flyweights ladies in action. Blanchfield versus Barber. They got chest to chest yesterday at the weigh-ins, and well, they did it with a smile on their face and their fists clinched as they'll get ready to be the main event here tonight. I think we've down to 10 fights here tonight, but we do have a fight card, and I'll be along with the guys tonight here on the Sports Money Network. That coverage, take your time getting there. We'll be on tonight, I believe Mikey said somewhere close to 6:30 Eastern. I think the card starts at 6:45 p.m., so maybe it'll be 6:15, but 6:45 p.m. for the fight card tonight, I believe, is the scheduled first bout. So just check on YouTube. Mike will have the right time in there as well, but we got 10 fights, I believe, still to go tonight. And we'll have picks, predictions, and you can be along in the chat and have a great time with us tonight here on the Sports Money Network. Hope to see you there, and I'll be watching the other action as well, including our basketball coverage and some baseball tonight, and big day for college baseball here too as well. So we say hello to everyone in the chat out of our sports betting Friday night. See who's here with us, and Nuke is ready to go. He says, good morning, let's get after it here. We're down over here in X-Land. Crip Key is here. He's ready to go with me, getting that head ready. Fernando, good morning. Fernando's here, and well, let's not bury one of the biggest sporting events of the year, actually, today in the UEFA Champions League final. Out this afternoon at 3 Eastern and noon Pacific. That'll be a nice lead-in to the big UFC card. I say big UFC card, but Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain today in the Champions League final. Who's the best club soccer team in the world? We'll find out today. Andrew K is here. Good luck. Smash this button, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Sports Money here on YouTube. Robert McCormick, safe travels. Having a travel day here. Thank you, Robert, for joining us. And let's see here. Jermaine is here. Saying I'm late for the show. Here. And Fernando, he's ready to go with his J-League soccer. Even apparently today, maybe he had Basel Kobe in there. I'm not sure who he had today. Maybe he had Kyoto Sanga. I don't know who he had, but he's got some wins, and now he's ready to go to the A-League, I think he's saying there. Hello to Toucan. Hello to Joe Alvarado as well. Action Jackson's ready for the UFC. And Dirty Reg does not like WNBA props. That's what is going on there. And Stop Geo, hello. Thank you for coming today, you guys. Let's take a look at some of the action from last night. And we didn't have any playoff action there. But we did have a fun day, man. Tell you what. College baseball went from early morning to late at night. I can't believe we're going to have two games on Saturday. This never happened, you guys. I promise you that. Two games today where the number 1 and number 2 seeds will be playing an elimination game in a couple of these regions here today after some of the late action last night in college baseball. Tell you, where is my college baseball scorecard? I kind of wanted to cover some of this, but that's okay. We'll be covering it today here on the channel. I'll show you how to follow along with me if you'd like for some of the coverage here today. There it is. Blake says, you have anything yet, Ramon? I might have something for you here before the end of the show. Actually, I got a couple plays loaded up right now. A couple plays for you here, but we cover this a little bit here. Hey, if you want college baseball plays from me, stick around. I'll have a couple of plays here in just a couple of moments. But with this huge card today, it's fast moving. The way it works on regional day, we do already know some teams have won, some teams have lost. Saturday's a day to get it done. In college baseball, they play them fast and furious here today. So you're going to want to stick with me for multiple updates today with my plays in college baseball. If you're ready to go, no problem. But if you want a couple of updates from me as the day goes along with picks in college baseball, we had some winners yesterday with the college baseball picks here, but we'll be going all day long here with the action in college baseball. So make sure you join me. I'll also have some Major League Baseball as well. And also our other picks today in the UFC. I've already have my UFC picks up there at winnable.com/Ramon. It's just 50 cents a day when you subscribe for 1 month for $19.95. Want to thank everyone who re-upped their subscriptions here for the month of June. Really appreciate you. I'll do the show another month. The way everyone turned up and turned out for their first of the month renewals here. Thank you, everybody. So join me there over at winnable.com. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20%. There's the address there. And there it is. You can save the 20% there. There we go. Really appreciate that. Hey, let's talk about some of the action, though, from last night real quick. We'll get to the action here today and with some of our sports, but we did have an exciting night of Major League Baseball as well. And we started off with a winner here on the show yesterday with Andrew Abbott and the Reds. Nobody liked Andrew Abbott, man. How can you be getting such great plus money with this guy there against the Cubs yesterday? We had him on the show here, of course, yesterday. Also, I feel like Abbott's overlooked is what it is. Let's get to some more of the action here. We had Milwaukee and Philadelphia game to go under here on the show yesterday. As our pick, Yelich homered twice, and he had 4 RBIs. Milwaukee won for the 5th straight game. Quinn Priester shook off that blister problem from his last start. He pitched 6 innings in relief of the opener and ended up with an under there. Yesterday was up to 9.5. We went under on the show yesterday here with the Brewers and the Phillies. Also had a show winner. We had a lot of winners on the show yesterday, got to be honest here, with the White Sox on the run line in that low-scoring game against the Orioles. We said go with Burke on the run line there. Final score 2-1. We had Toronto on the run line in their victory yesterday over the Athletics convincingly with Bassett. Said lay that run line with Toronto. Another winner there. We had a winner with the New York Mets. Hey, I guess it's easy to pick all these big favorites on the run line, but hey, you got to go somewhere when you're promising one pick a game. We said take the Mets. And Frankie Lindor had a home run from the left side of the plate, home run from the right side of the plate for the only 2 runs of the game. Was going to research that one. How many times has that happened? Mets have won all the in the last 25 games that Lindor has homered in. The Mets have won every one of them. So I'd suggest Frankie hit a home run in every game if he can. Colorado lost their 6th straight game. We did have a premium pick winner with the Angels and Cleveland game to go under late last night with Soriano and Ortiz. We said go under in that one with the Angels and the Guardians, and it did indeed go under last night, or I guess after late evening there. Cleveland was the home team there in that one. Final score 4-1. Angels got the win on the road. Also, we had the Texas Rangers with Jack Leiter with easy winner over the Cardinals yesterday, 11-1. We had the Rangers. We had the Tigers here yesterday as well in the 7-5 win over Kansas City. We said take the Tigers on the road. I did have a premium pick winner with Tampa Bay and Houston to go under once again with Valdez outdueling Pepio there. Final score was 2-1. Hey, I did have a winner over at Tony's Picks last night with the Washington and Arizona game to go over. Check out over there with my picks at Tony's Picks. I don't mention too much here on the show, but check out the leaderboards and you'll see right now I'm one of the hottest guys over there on that site for sure over the last 30 days, racking up some big-time units. So please consider checking me out over there for my high roller selections there. We did have the over in that one, Washington and Arizona in the 9-7 victory. Oh, by the way, we did have the winner here on the show with Washington on the run line, another winner here on the show. Also, hope you caught me there yesterday on the happy hour, also over at Tony's Picks channel there yesterday at 5 Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 days a week. We did give out the Padres and the Pirates game to go under, and it did. In the Padres 3-2 win over the Pirates. They beat the Pirates for the 10th straight time right now. So Pirates did load the bases. Padres got out of it. Nick Pivetta, he's got a 2.74 ERA for the Padres. So, all right, that was just some of the action. Of course, we did have the big Yankees and Dodgers game last night, but I'll tell you what, I didn't pick that game because I went with the Dodgers, and we know the Yankees. Or I'm sorry, I had the Yankees, and we know the Dodgers got the win 8-5 last night. All right, say hello to a few more folks. Get ready to start the show. Got a little WNBA recap for Dirty Reg and see how they all. And Toucan said, hey, how about Columbia there yesterday? We had Columbia. Cash Cane here today as well. And Donut Silks. Hello, Donut. Also, Flea Mathis is ready for fight night. I'll be there, Flea. I'll be on here. I think I'm semi-permanent here right now. Hey, we got some movement here early on with a Major League Baseball game right now. And, oh, hey, Boysan just beat Giacomo. Not Giacomo the horse, Giacomo the tennis player. So, Boysan wins over Giacomo there. I couldn't send that one out. I played it at $1.80. I played it at $1.80, so not going to get anything. I'm never sending out something like that, but I'll bet it. And Boysan advances to the 4th round. What a run she's had. She beats Giacomo after losing the second set 0-6. Let's see the interview here going on. All right, so the team just came in the game between Boston and Atlanta. The total was 9 under 15, but it looks like we could be heading to 8.5 here with Boston and Atlanta today. We saw a low-scoring game there yesterday with Boston winning 5-1 on the road. And we're seeing the move here again to the under in that one. All right, Terrell. Hey, he's got our recap. Let's go to the WNBA here real quick and take a look at the action from yesterday and see how we did here on the show. I bet you guys are hoping, at least if you're those that tail along with me, to come through here on the show yesterday. We had some winners here on the morning steam in the WNBA, as I had the under in the game between the Liberty and Washington yesterday. In that one, we did see, let me get to these totals here, make sure I get the right game final here. 85-63. It was the Liberty crushing against Washington there yesterday. Also, I did have a winner here on the show with Connecticut and Indiana game to go over in the upset. Connecticut stunning Indiana, the 12-point underdog. Indiana without Clark now it's fallen to 2-4. So far, no good for Indiana. They'll need their star back, but even before then, they were 2-3 with Clark, or 2-2 anyway. So she'll get back in due time, but Connecticut gets a win. So let's not bury the Sun just yet, even though they're probably the worst in the league here going forward. Also, we did have another totals winner here on the show with Atlanta and Seattle game to go over in the 94-87 win there yesterday. I see my partner Solo in the chat. I couldn't pick a winner with those guys on the show there. They were dominating me there with their picks, but well, at least we had the winners here on the morning steam show. Basically, the games I didn't pick with those guys. Hey, Fernando's here as well. Oh, I said Fernando's here already. Let's see. Justin's here as well. And Andrew G talking about that winner there. And Toucan, he's got Roca here as this one's just getting underway. He's got Roca in that match over Bublik. I did bet Bublik there. I'm sorry, I did bet Roca there plus 5.5 games, but I didn't. I just bet it. I didn't send it out on the picks there. And Andrew says, how about Cam Norrie? Will Cam roll today over Burnley today? Burnley with his incredible run. Yeah, he's been fortunate to take advantage of some players that were having fitness issues, but the two Brits will battle today. He says Norrie looks like an easy W there. Nuke says the Pacers are going to finish off today's game there. And Irish King says, how about Cincinnati money line? Hey, how about a couple more plays we did hit yesterday with the Las Vegas Aces and the over? I had them both there in that one as we rolled with the Aces here yesterday on the morning steam show. And I did have the over back in the show there with Ron and Solo. As I took the over in that game in the 96-81 win for Las Vegas. And late last night, I did have the Phoenix Mercury. In fact, I did have them as a premium play over there at Tony'sPicks.com there yesterday, getting the points. But make no mistake, Minnesota got the big win, 74-71. Did anybody notice in that game? I mean, really interesting that the best player in the league was ruled out of the game there before it started. Nafisa Collier with an injury missed the game. The line barely moved. No one came in there on Phoenix, or at least the line didn't move really over off of 5 there. So just thought that was interesting because Fee Collier was ruled out late with just about 90 minutes before tip-off. The line didn't even move, like it wasn't a factor. And maybe it wasn't. Final score was 74-71. Minnesota wins, but Phoenix got the money. All right. I think that's it for the recap there. Maybe a few other games that we talked about here yesterday. We did have those college baseball plays there, and we did have some winners in the tennis as well. We had Poppy yesterday as a winner with the picks, but actually the picks over at Winnable were kind of mediocre yesterday. So let's just get going. Let's get the show started here with our NBA game tonight, and it's the Knicks taking on the Pacers. Look, I mean, you can only preview the game 7 times, and this is number 6. So you guys just chime in if you're ready to go. Let me know what you have here tonight with the Pacers taking on the Knicks here in Indiana. You have the Pacers favored in this one, of course, by 4. We're starting to see some 3.5s here right now. Knicks with a little momentum, finally winning there to make it 3-2 after losing there. The series was on the brink, and the Knicks looked good last game, taking care of business early and leading at halftime in a reasonable score, right? It didn't get out of control. It didn't become a high-scoring game like the Pacers would rather you do, and for some reason, the Knicks finally figured it out in game number 5. So let's see what you guys have here following the 111-94 victory for the Knicks last game. They've won 2 of the last 3 here right now, but Pacers go back home to their crowd and try to whip up the momentum that way in game number 6 tonight. So go ahead in the chat. Let's see what you guys have here in this one with the Knicks and the Pacers. Okay. Pacers, like I said, lead 3-2. Knicks are 0-14 in playoff series in which they've trailed 2-0. So they'll need this road win in order to head back to Madison Square Garden. And I'm going to go to the chat here right now just to get your plays. Here we go. See what everybody's on. Thank you for joining me. Here we go. Okay, I found it now. All right, Terrell says, I wouldn't mind seeing the Pacers in Oklahoma City. Just because everyone was kind of saying, I think what he's saying here is, look, when you've got Indiana and OKC, that is not exactly what the networks would have drawn up before the season started, I think is what he's saying here. You got, let's call it what it is, should have less than the biggest markets. I think that's what he's saying there. Pacers here for Fernando. Justin says, give me some Hallie today over 31.5 points and assists. No says, see you at game 7. He likes the Knicks today. And Cash Kane says, Pacers money line. I don't think my pick is too significant. Remember, you don't have to remember, I'm telling you that we were on the Pacers since day 1 to win this series, and so this would probably be the one that I pretty much need them to win, right? There's no secrets. It doesn't feel like here in this game I'm on the Indiana Pacers. I'll lay it too. I just need them to win to get that series bet, of course, but 4 points, 3.5 points, it seems reasonable as well, considering the nature of this, considering the nature of the NBA, right? I mean, teams that win usually cover in the playoffs. And Justin says, give me Cat here over 11.5 rebounds. Toucan says Pacers first half and full game. Nuke says, lay it with the Pacers. And Dirty Red says, he thought maybe that the Pacers kind of matched up. And look, I agree. I know what Dirty Red is saying because Thunder looks so dominant. They've been waiting around. They've been having a great season. It's kind of almost been, even with all the even with the Celtics, even with the Cavaliers, right? You knew they were eventually probably going to have to go through Oklahoma City with a little bit of respect to Denver and whoever else in the West could have come out of there. But it's supposed to be a good matchup kind of for the Pacers against the Thunder, like they'd have a chance, but it does seem like the Thunder have been so good. Spoons wants the Knicks to come through. Hello to Spoons today. Have a great weekend. Andrew G says cat for the double-double. He'll get a parlay in there. And Doge going over some of his favorite guys named Lee. Of course, Spike Lee. He's a Knicks fan. You got Bruce Lee. He was known to hang out in New York. And you got David Lee, everybody's New York Knickerbocker hero, if you're as old as I am. Right? Pacers money line for Justin. And Kripke says maybe the Knicks here. He kind of likes what they're doing here finally. And AOD, good morning. Hello. Terrell, how about the interview, Terrell, with Barkley and Shaq, and they were asking Cat. He's kind of corny, isn't he, in a way? They said, Cat, what's wrong? What's going on with those dumb fouls? Well, why can't you take care of those? He's like, God only knows. He was saying, I got to figure it out. I got to be better. But yet when the time comes and the pressure's on, he does it again. So, all right. Let's see here. We've got a few more comments. Teresa says Indiana money line and the Knicks are heading to Cancun. And Andrew G talking about the action from Paris here. I'm watching the great matches here right now, and I'm all deep in some matches. I've already come through with some winners here. Hopefully, I want to mention right now while Andrew's here. I know we're on the basketball game, but I mentioned the tennis. We have sent out a few winners here already today with my think we're making up there maybe for a mediocre day yesterday. We did have Mira Andreeva to crush the game spread there against Putin Seba, and she did. We also had Yannick Sinner to crush the game spread against Yuri Lechka. I'll say he did. He smashed that one. So, and we're also underway with Alexandrova in with the game spread here against Kudermetova, and looks like she's doing a really strong job there, 6-2 in that first set. Got another set to go, but we'll see on that one. Zverev and Kaboli. I did take Kaboli, but and he is winning the second set. He lost the first set 6-2, but could even things up here. He's got a breakover on Zverev so far. So, hey, we're heavy in action here. I've also got Draper over Fonseca. I know Fonseca was a pretty popular dog today, but Draper won the first set 6-3, and right now they're on serve, I think, here in the second set. So I've got a few more matches to come here, and we've got action here on the show to come up with matches about ready to start with Goff in action and also Madison Keys in action today. All right. We're on basketball, and I get so distracted so easy, don't I? All right. Spoons likes. Oh, he's talking about my man Zebby. And look, I've been talking Zebby up for a few. I did go against Zebby actually yesterday in my cover the spread show there. If you guys follow that show on YouTube, I know I'm on a lot of shows, you guys. I'm part of the Sports Money Network. Just that I guess I get around. I don't know. Major lineman. All right. I think that we got it from you guys here. Andrew says, going to be difficult for the Knicks. And Nasty Nate said he told you guys about the Red Sox. You got to get on these Red Sox, and probably should just play them every day at this point. Red Sox there yesterday. I know I wasn't on them, right? Was I? Nate, did Nate talk me into it? No, I had the Braves. He tried to tell me I had the Braves in the over. What was I thinking? Should have listened to Nate in the chat. I think that's it. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. You can catch me on a show every day on YouTube called Cover the Spread. All right, guess that's it for the. I'm just okay. I'm taking the Pacers, you guys. I know I've already been out there, kind of. I was on Cover the Spread. You should go check it out. I said take the Pacers in this game, but look, uh not gonna you know dilly dally around here. I said I'm on the Pacers to win the series, to win this series. So this pretty much feels like it has to be the game. Hey, if it goes 7, I'll probably have to take the Pacers again. I mean, I'm on them to win this series. I'm not backing off. There hasn't been any injuries or anything like that. So uh, we'll go ahead and take the Pacers. Okay, let's go to Major League Baseball right now while we got Nate here. We know we got a ways to go for that Boston game, so hopefully you can hang on tight with us. But let's go to baseball here right now and start with a few picks. With the action here today with Cincinnati taking on the Cubs. In this one, we got the Cubs. So, we're in a lot of day games here, a lot of late afternoon games here on Saturday. Not much early, not like the old days, right, with the baseball. But let's get into it right now with Lodolo, the left-hander, going up against Pomeranz, another left-hander here. A couple lefties here with the Cubs. $1. I know it's a higher than this, isn't it? Right now, Cubs $1. Well, call it $1.60 here, maybe. And the total, let's go 7.5 under at minus $1.15 with Lodolo and Pomeranz. For Lodolo here, he's 4-4 with a 3.39 ERA. Pomeranz is pretty much just an opener here, 14 appearances. This will be his first start here in this one. Just checking something out here. Apologies right now. All right, here we go. All right, for Pomeranz here, just really 14 appearances so far. He's been very, very solid. Actually, he's been one of the best best relievers in the league here so far this season. 2-0 record, incredible. No runs allowed, a .55 WHIP and a 148 BABIP. Really strong numbers here, but let's see what you have in this one today with the Reds going up against the Cubs. Cubs still a pretty big favorite against these Reds. I don't know if they should be necessarily. I mean, you got Lodolo here. He's fairly solid in this one. And the Cubs, even though they're still kind of piecing it together, it feels like. Let's go to the chat.
Halftime.
And see what you guys want to do here today. All right. Doge says, fade the fever. Justin says, give me Ellie De La Cruz over 1.5 bases for plus money here today. Happy birthday to Nate in the chat today. Thank you for all your help, Nate. And Textiles is here today as well. All right. For the Cubs and Cincinnati, Cubs come in here off the loss. They've still won 7 of their last 9 games. They've won 6 of their last 7 games overall at home. Coming into this one, Cubs have still lost 6 of the last 10 against Cincinnati here at home. Reds have gone under here right now in 12 of their last 16 games on the road, although they've gone over in 5 of their last 7 overall. And let's see here. Irish King Spoon says the Reds have kind of had the Cubs number here of late. And Terrell says, Reds strike early. Hello to Lauren Dorn. Hello. Great to see Lauren in the chat. Awesome. And Justin says he likes the game to go over in that one with the Cubs and the Reds. All right. I'll make a pick here as well here today. And in the matchup with the Cubs and the Reds, let's take a look, though, at the weather here real quick because I think I might be going for a total And anytime you want to pick a total, look, I don't need to check the weather here. I just look at the total, and that's usually good enough. But let me just get it exactly down in a Cubs game, all right? But looks like the winds are blowing in slightly, is what I would say. 9 to 10 miles an hour in from left field here in this one. So that might be good enough for me here. Let me see here. I kind of want to roll with the Reds here again, though, actually. This is our first game of the day. We know that, right? So I'm going to do a double. I'm going to go Reds and I'm going to go under. It worked for me yesterday and I'm going to do it again here today. Give me the Reds and the under. I'm going to go 2 plays in the first game of the day here today. All right. Oh, Justin went over just like that. Lauren Dorn went over just when I said I was going under. Oh, boy. That's all right. Final. You guys had already said it, actually. All right. Doge says Alcaraz will beat Sinner in the end, but that's okay as long as we got that money with Sinner today. All right. Next up, the Athletics are going to go up against the Blue Jays, and it was a slugfest yesterday, but it was mostly the Blue Jays that did the slugging in the game yesterday, and today you've got Hoagland going for the A's and Fisher here for the Blue Jays. For Fisher here, he's an opener. He's got 7 appearances. He's been another kind of like Pomerantz. It's done very, very well this year. Hoagland 1-2 with a 5.13 ERA right now. Toronto just $1. We'll call it $1.60. It feels like it's going a little bit higher here right now, but man, the A's are just in a bad way right now. It's all catching up to them. All that good mojo from the beginning of the season is long gone. It does feel like here right now with the Blue Jays. Look, this is a reasonable price when you're talking about an A's team that I don't know how many in a row have they, or how bad has this streak been for the A's right now? It doesn't look like there's any hope in sight. Now they were blasting off yesterday trying to keep pace with the Blue Jays, but they've still lost 15 of their last 16 games overall. They've lost 9 straight on the road. Toronto's beat them in 13 of the last 18 meetings between the two teams. Toronto's won 6 of their last 7 games at home. So why are you going to try to take the A's today? It feels like maybe there's a little bit of stability with Hoagland because he's made some starts, and Toronto obviously going to piece it together here a little bit with looks like a bullpen game, but man, the A's can't beat anybody right now. Go ahead in the chat. If anybody wants to take the A's, go right ahead. I don't think I can do it now here at this point. Let's go to the chat here. And we've got, all right, Real Madrid Doge went with me there. Boy, so many games here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Fisher's first start of the season, says Nuke. Man, Fisher's got some great numbers, doesn't he? And he'll get the start. I think he's just an opener here. I don't expect him to go very deep. I'm expecting it to be a bullpen game for these Blue Jays, but that doesn't feel like it matters, does it? The way these guys are going right now. Justin says, give me the Blue Jays. Team total over here. Spoon says this is Hoagland Day. He'll take the A's first 5 and the money line. Doesn't matter. He likes Hoagland. And Andrew G says, and Jays are going to crush these guys again. Blue Jays bats are on fire. They were smashing home runs, couldn't even keep track of all the home runs, and the home run jacket was getting worn all over the place, wasn't it? And Nuke says first to 5 and real game, and Fernando looks like he's ready to go in the soccer match. Tex says, how is the Blue Jays bullpen? Well, we don't want to get into it, but really, how are the A's, hitting? Actually, the Blue Jays bullpen's been pretty solid, I'd say. I'd almost say the Blue Jays bullpen has been better than usual compared to previous years, a little bit, previous last few years, at least for now. All right, Toucan says, I'll just wait and get it live. AOD's on the Pacers. I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays here in this one. Look, they're a pretty big price here, $1.64, but I'm going to grab them. I'll go ahead and take the run line on the show. Probably should just do money line here, but at $1.64, I'll take the plus 120 with the Blue Jays to roll again here on the run line. Next up, we got to go a little faster than this, don't we? With the Brewers taking on the Phillies, Chad Patrick. Going for the Brewers, been pretty solid, Patrick. 2.97 ERA, 1.2 whip, 305. BABIP coming in. He's 2-4. Patrick, 2-8 to the under so far this season up against Jesus Luzardo here. Luzardo, 2.15 ERA, 1.17 the whip, a 333 BABIP isn't great. These guys actually have pretty high BABIP. Luzardo's 5-0. Coming into this one, the Phillies are 8-3. When Luzardo gets the start, the left-hander here going up against the Brewers here. The Brewers, they're okay against left-handers. 10-8 record so far this season. But let's see what you guys have here in this one with Milwaukee taking on Philly here. And after we saw Milwaukee kind of get the job done there yesterday, Chad Patrick certainly a pretty decent pitcher here so far, and the fact that the Brewers were able to get a confident win there yesterday against this hot Phillies team. And look, I wanted Walker there yesterday, and you guys couldn't talk me off of it, I guess. I don't know. Let's go to the comments starting to come in here on this one. We've got Joe Alvarado in the chat. Hello to Joe. Phillies first 5 for Justin. And also -1.5. Nuke says, these Brewers are on a roll here a little bit. Got to respect that right now, especially going out there on the road. They've won now 5 of their last 6 overall coming into this one. So pretty good. Now, Phillies still won 11 of their last 14 and 5 of their last 7 at home. But again, I think you're dealing with a pitching matchup here. Yeah, Luzardo's been hot. He's at home, but he's got a formidable guy going up against him here in Patrick for sure. Fernando's on the under here. I think you got to go with that one, right, Fernando? Kripke says the Brewers are hitting better at the moment. Doge says he's going to take the Phillies here. And Fernando says, my Brewers are heating up. He told you guys. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it, Fernando. Give me the Brewers. I'll take them on the run line today at -$1.35. Here to hang in there. I like Patrick for sure. Bummer, you guys, right? We did get the bad news. Like, now I guess got to look for a new Rookie of the Year. Jermaine says Phillies to roll here, though, -2. But I guess if I'm going to bet the Rookie of the Year, I'll have to look somewhere else. So my Rookie of the Year candidate, I just bet not a week ago. AJ Smith-Shawver, he's going under the knife after he left that game. So I thought I was being sneaky. Is he going to be a rookie still? And he's pitched now. He pitched in 2023. He pitched in 2024. He pitched in 2025, and he was eligible to win the Rookie of the Year this year. I wonder if he pitched enough. Maybe he's still going to be eligible next year for Rookie of the Year in a 4th season for Smith-Shawver. I'm sure Smith-Shawver can, make a comeback, and hopefully he'll be okay after suffering that season-ending injury. Kind of a bummer for sure. But man, that was bad. That was a fast sawbuck wasted there. And Justin says he likes one of these A's guys here for the rookie of the year. All right. Trying to think here. Uh, um, the guy who's been tearing it up there. I was talking about National League Rookie of the Year though, but um, Wilson. I mean, Wilson's been the. Here's the thing, right? Smith Schauber was eligible. He's going to rack up a big year. There's not a lot of candidates for merit for National League Rookie of the Year. A lot of good candidates. Some Braves catchers up there in the American League. You've got good players. You've got Wilson of the A's. He's the odds-on favorite. You've got Dominguez of the Yankees. He's been terrific. Christian Campbell of Boston. These guys are 15-1, and look how good they've been. Christian Campbell, Nick Kurtz, Will Warren, Shane Smith, 20-1. Some good names there. That might be all of them that really could do it. I would think over there in the American League. Chandler Simpson just got sent down. Jackson Jobe looked good in that last start, but anyway, let's move on. Thank you, guys. I'll take the Brewers here on the run line today. Next up, the White Sox and Martin going up against the Orioles and Dean Kramer. Hey, here's my spot, right? Look, I remember I was addicted to betting the White Sox earlier. Hey, maybe I learned my lesson a little bit. I thought we actually cashed on them in the right spots. Maybe we got a spot on them here today. I don't know. Martin, 3.45. ERA, pretty good, 1.2 whip. 262 batting average against. The White Sox are 2-8 with Martin. We know the White Sox are 2-8 with every pitcher probably right now, but still for the White Sox here coming in, the Orioles are down to about $1.75 here right now, so the move has been on the White Sox. I think that is safe to say, and the total right now is at 9.5 under 25 here, maybe 9 over 20. Kramer, 5.02 ERA. He's got that Levi's ERA. Orioles are 4-7 with Kramer on the mound. They're not much better than this White Sox team, even record-wise. So here we are again, right? We took the White Sox yesterday, said there's just no way these Orioles can be, $1.75, $2 favorites when I don't know. The teams have nearly identical records. It feels like the White Sox actually have a pitcher here that can match. Now, Kramer should be the better pitcher overall, but Martin has had the better numbers so far this season, if just barely, but doesn't matter. I mean, he's on a crummy team, so it's sometimes hard to quantify here. Statistically, Martin, a good run and a half better in the ERA department. So probably just going to do the same thing as yesterday and come in with the White Sox on the run line again. Let's see what you guys have. And yeah, I mean, has Baldwin probably going to be the leader now? Thank you. Crip Key says he's got the Pacers to win by 2. Thank you. And Fernando says that White Sox run line was money yesterday. And maybe I don't feel as great about it here, but I'm going to do it again today. I got to think another one, at this price, you guys. It's not going to be, when I come on here, right? I'm a price player. Everybody knows that. You're not going to be favorites every time, but there's Orioles for Justin there. And, Justin said, what I have on the Cubs total there. Yeah, I went Reds and under again, just like yesterday, I think. Nuke, right? Nuke, why is it there? I mean, the Orioles should not be. It's because of the White Sox bias, right? I mean, just thinking how bad they're obviously a little bit better than last year. A little bit.
Final.
They're, 18-39 right now. The Orioles are 20-36. Okay, they have they're better by what is that? 2.5 games. I don't know if that'll continue. Do you see anything in this Orioles team that is going to put them? The Orioles allow 5.6 runs per game. The White Sox allow 4.3 runs per game. So, hey, Trap God. Nice to see you there. He likes the Oilers to win the cup. And, dumb me, the other day, I did I did cash a price a ticket for $105. I just played there when we got into the playoffs. I took an Edmonton, Florida final ticket there. I think it was like, wow, it wasn't too crazy. It might have been plus 210. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't at the very beginning of the playoffs, but I went for $105. And for some reason, I was having fun with the guys. I'm like, oh my God, I just won my big futures on Edmonton. I mean, I knew it wasn't the Stanley Cup. I just wasn't thinking. But I'm on Edmonton in a future that I played last year, right after the finals, and they lost, right when McDavid was uh, getting his trophy and I took Edmonton this year to win it all, and so it might pay off for me in the end. But White Sox money line for Nuke. Orioles are a better team on paper. That's probably that might be true in Legacy, right? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it is true right now. This Oriole team looks now they are coming off of a win. The White Sox are starting to lose some games again, so I'll give them that one there. It was 2-1. Orioles did win yesterday, but I'm gonna take the White Sox again. Next up are the Cardinals taking on the Rangers here with Sonny Gray on the mound and Corbin here for the Rangers. Look, the Cardinals been doing a great job here, right? And really looking good here. 32-25. They're up 7 1/3 units so far this season. Like I said, I think we're seeing, we're used to the Cardinals being there, right? Always postseason, or at least very, very good. It's been a down couple of years. We're not used to seeing the Cardinals kind of not be very good. So this is kind of normal, right? This is usually where you see the Cardinals a little bit over 500 here right now and playing well. Rangers are actually 2 games under 500. We know all their games go under. I mean, you guys, I want you to go over and I want you to get my picks, and whether it's here, whether it's at Tony's. I'm on the Rangers under every game now. I'm not saying it's a blind bet. But gosh, I mean, when is this going to end? There is something going on, right, in Texas. It feels like with Houston. Now, it went over yesterday. Rangers scored 11 runs. So let's not say every game goes under, but it doesn't. They are 7-24 to the under at home. The Cardinals are an over team, no doubt about it. But I'm going to end up here on Texas with Corbin, 3.75 ERA. Careful, Sonny Gray is 9-1 to the over so far this season. The Cards are 9-2 with Sonny Gray on the mound. He has a 5-1 record, and I gotta itch my foot. I'm not wearing shoes, you guys. So for Sonny Gray here, solid, okay, 4.06 ERA coming in this one. Corbin, maybe just a little bit better statistically, but Gray is solid to me. I mean, a lot of people, are fade Sonny Gray guys. Not me. I've never been that guy. I've been a Sonny Gray fan for a long time. So, and I'm one of those guys that I'm not a fade Patrick Corbin guy. He's 4-5. The Texas Rangers are 4-5. I'm taking them as a dog. I'm taking the Rangers as a dog. I don't need to fiddle around with any more statistics here, I don't think. Let's go to the chat. I imagine maybe a few people are with me, but this game feels like it could be a split in the chat. Let's go and see what we got from the chat. All Stars. Cash Cardinals first 5 for Cash Cane. And Nuke says they should have saved some runs there from last night. Doge says Cards and the under. Jermaine wants to go over here. I get it. Cardinals are 12-8 to the over as a favorite. And, the Cardinals are the profitable. I'm taking Texas.
Play.
Taking Texas. Oh, wow. Justin, let's see here. Who was it? Oh, no. Right now, you guys, The steam is coming in on the over in this game right now. Breaking news here. That steam noise you just heard in the background is the over. Just said right now. Fernando says, are we starting to see a lot of overs? Is it heating up? Well, right now, the overs coming in. Cardinals in Texas. Here, the steam anyway. I'm showing it up to 8.5 here at this point. Wow, am I surprised? A Texas game getting steamed to the over, but maybe that weather will heat up a little bit. And Doe says Baden Corbin. Now he is one game under 500, but he has been some plus money, so he is a profitable pitcher. Cards on the run line here for Nuke. That's it from you guys. I'm taking Texas though today. All right. Jermaine says with Sonny Gray, you got to go over. Maybe that is what it is, right? But look, Sonny Gray's numbers haven't doesn't feel like it's necessarily been awful here. Sonny Gray did face the Texas Rangers last year or a couple of years. No, he didn't pitch against them last year at all. I'm not going to get into it. And Nine Legacy says the Rangers are hot. I'm taking Texas here. They're hot right now. Yeah, they've been alternating wins and losses here of late, but they have they're 19-12 at home right now. So Jermaine says those cards they smash lefties. Don't forget. Yeah, they do have some good numbers. 9-9 though, wins and losses against left-handed starters this season. Okay, let's keep it moving here right now and go to the Rockies taking on the oh my gosh, we got a $4 favorite here still. I did see this might be part of it too, because we did see the bullpen kind of. It looks like Aroldis Chapman is going to be questionable today. They might not use him. They might not use him. Is what I'm hearing here right now. All right, we got Kodai Senga here. Apparently, the $4 favorite. Where do you draw the line right now with these Rockies here at this point? Right now, I'm showing it is. Yeah, I guess you just call it $4 total. The total is 8 over though. I don't think it's quite 8.5. Let's call it 8 over 15 or so, maybe 8 over 20 right now in this one with the Rockets and the Mets. Look, I try to be fair about it. Try to say, hey, if I can find a spot, play the Rockies. Look, I want to be like any capper, be on the right side at the right time. And I don't know, maybe today is the right time for Colorado, but I'm not sure I can do it. The Sharps are there's been a little bit of reverse line movement. I do see some 370s out there at the sharpest books. Now that may be the equivalent of a $4 number at the square books. You know what I'm talking about, you sophisticated chat members. Let's just go to the chat in this one. I don't think we need too much on it, although Senzatella is coming in here 3-8 to the under. Kodai Senga, he's 0-10 to the under this season. All 10 starts for Senga have gone under. And why not? He's got a 1.62 ERA, 219 batting average against. Senzatella, despite a 6.5 ERA, like I said, he's gone under in 8 of 11 starts. That means that he faces good pitchers and they get rocked. So I don't know. Can I take the Mets minus 2.5? I guess I will. Am I taking all sides here so far? I got to do some of my totals here. But look, this one actually on the surface looks like it should be an over, but it's hard to ignore these numbers on these two pitchers always going under. Wow. I mean, what are they? A combined 3-18 to the under with these two pitchers here. So we know the Mets 20-36 to the under this season. Colorado 22-33 to the under. Let's see what you guys have here with Colorado and the Mets. And let's see here. 9. Let's see who's first. Mets money line here. Nuke says this is a shot. Put 20 on him. Maybe you can win 60 here today with them. Just something small. Nuke says maybe today's. I wanted to make today the day, and I don't think I can. Jermaine Rocky's first 5. Justin laid it here. I don't even think I can lay 1.5 on this show. That's not my style there. Yeah, I'm more of a favorite guy, I guess, but maybe not today in this one. They're minus 1.5, minus 170, 175. So I'll go ahead and lay. I'll do 1.5. Well, let me see what 2.5 is here. Probably should do 2.5, but minus 115. So give me the Mets minus 2.5 here, at least on the show. And we'll get your comments here a little bit as well. And Marlins run line and money line there. Fernando's getting ahead of us here a little bit. And Justin here, he said he heard that steam and he put his free bet on the over. And Terrell says he'll take Colorado over 3.5 runs. And I think what he's saying there is he's just playing the price. I think he says the price is too high. I don't think Terrell's running around saying Colorado's the best. I think he's just saying at 3.5 runs you're just getting tremendous problem. Justin says just do the first 5 with the Mets, Ramon. That's the easy way to go here with Senga. They got great pitching all around. If they're going to win, they'll win it all the way. And I like to play the full bets here on the show a little bit. Okay. But you're going to start to see and hear more first 5s from me, more derivatives, I think, on the show. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to do props as the main pick. I mean, the theme of the morning steam is to give you plays, and you can play on the derivatives off of them if you want. I mean, I'm rarely one of those players. I really appreciate some of you that say, hey, I want to take this team in the first 5 and the other team to win the game. I don't mind that at all, but I'm rarely going to do that. Okay, let's continue on, and we got a good one here with Stanford. I'm serious, right? Ray, yeah, they're favored on the road, but more so just want to talk about Robbie Ray, 7-0 right now, 2.56 ERA. The Giants are 10-1 with Robbie Ray on the mound. We got some mismatches here, I guess, huh? For Cabrera, 1-1 record, 4.72 ERA, but 1.4 whip and a 258 batting average. Again, she got the Giants here favored at minus 1, down to 155. So look, there's been a move here. The steam came in on Miami. The steam came in on the under. Yesterday's game was a very low scoring game, right? What was it in the end? 2-0. In yesterday's Giants game, and the way Ray's going, why wouldn't it be just like that again today? Final. It feels like to me here. Now, that steam did come in on Miami. I do, kind of respect that steam that came in, but I'm not sure it wants to make me interested. Alexandrova just did it for me there over on my sports money premiums over at Winnable. Hopefully you rode with me. I said take Alexandrova minus 3.5 games. She wins 6-2, 6-2 here. Man, Zverev is going to end up beating Caboli in this second set. I'm going to need some help here. It looks like with Caboli. We did take him there as my pick over there, plus 5.5, but he's going to be down 5 games here right now. So I'm going to need him to probably take a set here. In fact, Zverev won the tiebreaker 7-4. So he's already down here 5 games. So might lose that one. Caboli led in that second set there. I was up a break. But okay. Anyways, I'll take the Giants here over the Marlins. I think I'm getting a discount. at this point. It's down here to $1.45 at some of the sharp books right now. So give me the Giants to win here on the road. I may try a little run line, but officially I'll just go money line here in this one. And Justin says, do it again. Do the Mets, first 5. Justin says, Giants, first 5 there in pocket. And Spoons, how about that? Robbie Ray versus the younger Robbie Ray. I like that. Okay, and I'll take Robbie Ray. I'll take Robbie Ray over Edward Cabrera in this one. All right, next up. Hello to Wine Time in the chat today. And next up, we're going to go to let's see here. Next matchup here, the Tigers taking on the Royals with Tariq Skubal going up against Michael Wacha. Here's another one where, look, the Tigers are awesome, but the Royals are no slouch, right? Yeah, the Tigers are the best here now, and Skubal's awesome, so I get it. Minus $1.80. I don't know if it's quite that high. It feels like there's a little bit of them. No, $1.80, even $1.90 here now at some books. Right now, though, guys, got a little bit of steam coming in here in the game between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. We mentioned taking the Brewers there, but look, I was talking a little bit of under there, I thought, but the steam is coming in on the under right now, Milwaukee and Philadelphia. The total has moved down here to 8. In fact, the sharpest books are starting to shade it to the under even right now. It's probably going to be, just say it to the subscribers. The rest of you don't listen. But probably going to be still on the under in that game. We'll have a little tax there, and I do like the under. But all right, for Detroit and Kansas City here, you got Skubal, 2.49 ERA, but Walker's got 3.21 ERA. So far this season, 1.26 whip. Skubal, obviously terrific. He does have a 292 BABIP, but Skubal 5-2. The Tigers are 8-3 with Skubal on the mound so far this season. For Wacha, they're 6-5 with him on the mound. Tigers, of course, game one in the series here. So let's see what you have. Oops, here in this one with the Tigers taking on the Royals here. Look, Royals are still a little bit profitable too, especially at home. But this is a pretty high price, it feels like, despite, we know how dominant the Tigers have been. Let's go to the chat, though, and see what you've got here in this one. I know where I'm going for sure here. I've got the under here. I feel like it's a premium, actually, but I'm going to use it here on the show because I haven't done many totals, and I want to get one right. I'm going under here with the Tigers and the Royals. Right now, the total here is 7.5. It is 7.5. So, oh boy. Yeah, give me the under. Let me go to the comments from the chat. I'm on the under for sure. I've already committed to it. Here we go with Irish King. Says he likes San Francisco back in that game. And Doge says he likes UCLA in the college baseball here right now. I've got a bunch of plays for you coming up here, hopefully at the end of the show. Royals for Justin here on the price play. Jermaine's on the Tigers. Wine Time likes Real Madrid, it looks like, in the big Champions League game. Doge says take the Tigers on the run line with Skubal today to keep on dominating. All right, I'll take the under, though, in this one. Here's the Angels taking on the Guardians here with Hendricks has a spelling error there. All right, there we go. Yeah, we got Hendricks on the road going up against Slade Ciccone. And you got Guardians here, $1.70, $1.75. This total has dropped to 8. For sure it has. Let me update that. Looks like 8 flat even. I'm trying to look to see if it got steamed, but I don't know if it did. But it's certainly 8 flat, if not even 8 under 15 at some of the spots here right now with for uh, the veteran Kyle Hendricks here. He's got a 5.23 ERA. Usually, sometimes in the last few years, the veteran has started off a little bit slow. He's never really gotten all the way to pick it up, but he's improved as the season's gone along. It's just getting old here, but 1.25, the whip, 252 batting average against for Slade Ciccone, start number 3. He's gone under in both of his starts, 3.27 ERA, 109 whip, and a 296 BABIP coming into this one. For Cleveland here, they did lose yesterday. Soriano looked pretty good in that game, and you got to wonder if the Guardians going to overlook the Angels here at $1.80 right now. Let's go to the comments and see. Can we get on these Angels today, maybe? I'll see what you guys have. Maybe I'm just an old Kyle Hendricks fan from the past, but kind of want to take these Angels here today and a little bit of, well, probably just for me, give them out on the run line here a little bit. They're minus $1.40 on the run line on a 180. Give me the Angels. I'm going to take them on the money line. Tilt me a little bit here. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Fernando says they're not even in the game. How are they going to win? Oh, maybe it's another. Is it another game? Maybe. Oh, is it basketball day? What am I missing here? What am I missing with you guys here? All right. Oh, they were just talking about the prospects of Real Madrid with all, they're always going to get some great players. I mean, you guys spoiled Real Madrid fans. Hey, here we go. San Francisco back on the run line for 9 legacy. Thank you. And here is Top Geo. He likes the Guardians here in this one. First 5, right? And Hendrick, right? Spoons. I mean, I've always been a Kyle Hendricks fan. I think over the long haul, I think he's been a profitable pitcher. I don't know. It's been so many years, but he's always been, a durable pitcher for sure, right? And don't forget Trout, right? Came back there yesterday. That probably helped a little bit too. Says the price is a little bit high. I don't know if it's totally ridiculous, right? But the Angels still, there's going to be some bias there a little bit, huh? Because of they've been so awful. I know that. All right. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels here. I'll take them on the money line here. I may privately put a little on the run line as well, make sure I get something out of it if they hang in there. But give me the Angels again. They won it yesterday. And yeah, I like Kyle Hendricks. And Slade Ciccone World Tour, still kind of learning a little bit. All right, let's go to the next one here. We're in all these 4 o'clock. We're in the afternoon, those late afternoon games today. Here's Tampa Bay taking on Houston, and Tampa Bay, man, they've been the hot team here, right, between these two. Although Houston got the win yesterday, it was, what did we say it was? 2-1, right? Yeah, close game yesterday, but the numbers have been pretty solid here for Tampa of late, and they're obviously going to have the pitching advantage, I think, here with Littell. Everyone kind of bags on this guy a little bit. Nobody likes a young pitcher, and they all But Littell's got good numbers over the last, I don't know, month or so, right? He's been very, very solid. What, 5 or 6 starts in a row? Littell's been, feels like getting it done here right now with some of these numbers. Let's take a look. Littell, 3.97 ERA, 108 whip, 246 BABIP. These are decent numbers, and he's been even stronger of late. He's 2-8 to the under right now. Gordon's 0-3 to the under. We got two of these teams again, 43 and 64 to the under, and been making a quiet earn here with a lot of unders. You guys know that. I'm gonna do it again. Yawn, but also take the under. Here. Gordon does have a 5.52 ERA, 1.4 whip, 362 BABIP. Like I said, not great, but the Astros have given him plenty of run support in his games. I don't know if they're going to get that run support necessarily against Littell right now. I think Littell is actually pitching pretty darn good here in his last few starts right now. So give me the under here in this one with Littell and the left-hander Colton Gordon here, but I promise you that Littell is a much hotter pitcher here at this point. They've last 3 starts. He's been in a pretty good group here as well. Like I said, they've won all 3 of Gordon's starts, but Gordon really just goes maybe he can get to the 5th inning or so, it feels like. But Tampa Bay was cruising there. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games overall, 11-5 in their last 16 on the road. They've actually won 4 of the last 6 meetings here against Houston, including last night's loss. Houston has won 5 of their last 6 at home. They're also playing pretty well right now. But note this, they are just 3-9 in their last 12 games against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to go under here. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams here in Houston have gone under. 9 of the last 11 overall between the two have gone under. Houston's gone under in 5 of their last 7 at home. I'm taking the under. Tampa Bay and Houston. All right. And Rays bounce back, says Kripke. Joe Dog, hello. Nice to see you. He's all about the gnats. Is that what he's all about, or is he about that natural light? Spoons likes the Astros, though. He's going against me here. And he says that Gordon will outpitch Littell in this one. That should be great. We'll see about the numbers there. Doge says, he's got Real Madrid in the some other in the Club World Cup. Aren't they playing that in the United States? And Kripke says, yeah, the Astros will need some runs, though. Nine Legacy says, Detroit run line, Guardians run line. All right, I hope Nasty Nate's in the chat. We finally made it to the Red Sox game here with Boston taking on Atlanta. You got Buehler going up against Schwellenbach here in this one. So not a terrible matchup here, right? We got Buehler, 3.95 ERA, 1.9 the whip, 238 batting average against a 270 BABIP. They're 6-2 are the Red Sox with Buehler on the mound for Schwellenbach. He's 3-4, the 3.56 ERA, 106 the whip, 238 batting average against, and 270 BABIP. These guys are okay. They're decent pitchers, it feels like so far. The widely reported steam came in on Atlanta. That $1.60 is no longer, no. Right now, Atlanta's up to $1.75, maybe even $1.80, and the steam came in on the under. It's 8.5. So let's update those numbers here. I'll call it $1. I'll call it $1.70. A little bit of here. Call it $1.70 and 8.5. How's that? Let's put it back up there on the screen right now and maybe get your picks in this one here with the Red Sox on the road taking on the Braves. Saw, of course, yesterday's game between these two teams, 5-1 with Giolito on the mound. There yesterday, they got the win on the road. Okay, let's take a look, though, here. I'll give my pick, but I want to get the picks from the chat here. The chat's more important than what I'm doing. it feels like. Let's get your plays. Oh, nothing. Nothing from you guys in this one. Oh boy, that puts the pressure on me. I've got to come up with plays right away now. Then the game between the Red Sox and Bueller. Spencer Schwellenbach here. Uh, almost feels like a little bit of a discount for, but I've got Nate in the chat, so I better wise up. All right, I'm just checking out some of these numbers here. Let me read them off. Let me at least read off some of the trends here instead of just looking at them for myself. For Atlanta here, they have lost 15 of their last 22 games overall right now. So a little bit of a stunner, actually, considering the Braves are 4 games under 500. And the Red Sox are 3 games under 500. Not what you're expecting from these two. Atlanta has gone under in 8 of their last 11 games when playing the Red Sox. That steam came in on the under here. So 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Red Sox have gone under in 5 of their last 6 games overall. The Braves have gone under in 16 of their last 24 and 4 of their last 5 games here at home. It's down to 8.5 or so right now. So I kind of just want to take the under here, and I think I'm gonna give me the under tonight with Boston and Atlanta. More unders for me. All right, and let's see here. We've got
major line move.
Thank you, Stop Geo. He says, "What is the top play here today?" Yeah, the top free play. Yeah. I'm such a high volume player. I kind of so many games. They're even. A lot of them are just equal bets because in baseball it's such a. You're just winning the smallest of percentages here a little bit, right? Let's see here. Nate says he's got his Red Sox to smash these Braves today. I guess that would probably be an over too, huh? Braves on the money line for cash gain. Nuke says go with. We're seeing the Cage Warriors underway here. Man, maybe I could get some Cage Warriors plays out. Robert Dixon basically saying Atlanta not to bat, so he likes Atlanta here. And Tex says Atlanta first 5 here, possibly. So just want to mention that the Cage Warriors event is underway here. I think they're in Europe, if I'm not mistaken. But let me see here if I can. That first fight, Anza versus Ortolani, is a women's fight, so I don't think I was too interested in that. What was next up here at the got nearly a pick'em here with Xeronitis and Moschetti, and we've got Xeronitis in that one over Moschetti. The next fight coming up here at the card in Rome. Cage Warriors just underway right now. All right. And maybe Boston can keep it close. And Tex says go under. All right, that's it for the day games in Major League Baseball. We got a few more here, strictly night games here right now with Minnesota taking on Seattle. You got Bailey Ober here going up against Bobby Miller. Is that right? All right, let's check it out here for Miller. He's got a 5.22 ERA, 1.5 whip, 268 batting average against a 325 BABIP. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here in this game. Right now, I'm showing it is the Mariners favored here in this one, but barely. It's almost a pick'em, and the total here is 7 over 20, maybe 7.5 under 20. Here, the total definitely has gone up here between the Twins and the Mariners here today. All right, let's see what you guys have in this one with Miller 5.22 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, 325 batting average against here. So yeah, these guys have gotten hit pretty hard, even though these offense, the Twins average just 4.1 runs per game, but their pitching has been so solid, right, so far this season. Let's see what you guys have here in this one. With the Mariners taking on the Twins today. It's going to be Twins for Doge here in this one. Nasty Nate likes the Red Sox in the first 5 as well. All right. I'm going to go over in this one with Minnesota and Seattle here tonight. See kind of these elevated numbers. I know the Sharps are probably going to be on the under, but they always are. So give me the over here in this one with Twins and over up here against Bryce Miller. I think I said Bobby Miller. I was thinking Bobby Miller because I was driving to get some food, and he was in the game last night, I think in the minor league game, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, here for the Twins coming into this one, they have won 17 of their last 22 games overall. They're 9-3 in their last 12 on the road. Mariners have lost 5 of the last 6 meetings at home here against the Twins. Seattle's lost 5 of their last 6 games coming in. It's been the Twins that have been hot for sure. Seattle's lost 4 of their last 5 at home coming into this one. So I'm going to go over, though, in this one. 5 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone over. All right, got a little more steam coming in here, and it's a game that's still coming up here on the previews. The steam is coming in on the over between Washington and Arizona right now with Soroka and Vaught. And after we saw yesterday's game, why not? There were 16 runs scored in that game. Right now, the total is approaching here 9.5 over at this point in that game between Washington and Arizona. Steam to the over right now in that one. All right. Wow. All right. Let's take a look here right now. We got Nasty Nate. Also, he's got a Red Sox, White Sox, Yankees, first 5 plus a half parlays. I think that's all 3 of those teams plus a half at plus $5. Okay. All right, let's get into the big one here tonight with the Yankees taking on the Dodgers. You have Warren. Just talked about that those rookie of the year prices. Warren's up there, but he's still got a 4 ERA coming into this one. What is it overall here? 4.09 Formula 4.09 ERA. Yankees had their win streak snapped by the Dodgers last night, 8-5. Felt like the Yankees kept on trying, but the Dodgers had it in the end. For Landon Knack, 5.22 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 286 batting average against. A widely reported steam came in on the over here, and you know what? I learned my lesson. It felt like from last night with these two, with these two teams anyway, with that big score for sure yesterday. Even though we know the Dodgers are an over team, one of the few, 33-24. To the over. They come in averaging 5.5 runs per game. The Yankees are averaging 5.5 runs per game. What was I doing taking an under between these two teams right now? Maybe if it was the postseason and it was, freed against Kershaw or something. Maybe hopefully Kershaw, but It does feel like the runs are coming in this game here, but hey, what about the side with these two? Right after the Dodgers were able to pull it off yesterday, can they do it here again today, or will the Yankees come back, bounce back here in this one? Let's see what you guys have tonight. The Yankees and the Dodgers. I kind of want to take the Yanks, but let's see. Kripke is on the Dodgers, and Irish King is on the Dodgers too. Oh boy. All right. I'm taking the Yankees tonight to get one of these games here. Look, high intensity. It was an awesome game to watch last night, certainly, and I'm sure it will be again today. I'm taking the Yankees here, but pardon me, game. And it could be, sounds like some volatility, man. We're going to be having more double digit runs in this game. For sure, it feels like in this one. All right. That's going to be great tonight. Yankees and Dodgers here, the prime time game on Fox. Tonight we'll be on the air when that one's going on. Keeping an eye on that one for sure here tonight. I'll take the Yankees, though. In the game tonight with Warren and Knack. I mean, you look at the Yankees right now, and they still have won 5 of their last 6 games overall, despite the loss there. Yankees have lost 5 of the last 6 games. Obviously, the Dodgers, we know the last 4 of them or 5 of them were the World Series. So, all right. Give me the Yanks tonight to get one, though, here, but I'm going to be playing the total, I think, for sure. All right, next up, the Pirates taking on the Padres here. And like I said, the Padres have won 10 straight meetings right now against the Pirates. They're up to 225 or so here right now, and the total is moved heavily here to 7.5. I don't think it was necessarily quote-unquote steamed, but this one feels like it's moved considerably higher right now. Up to 7.5 here in this one. So let's see what you've got with the Padres taking on the Pirates here today. Cease has not been great. 4.58 ERA, 324 BABIP. Falter's been good. He's been good. 3.47 ERA, but 243 BABIP, 1.1 WHIP. These are good numbers. These are decent numbers from Falter. It's just the Padres are crushing the Pirates every time. 10 straight wins in Pittsburgh here. Just 8-21, 8-21 on the road. Is that right? Here right now, I'm going to take a peek here, make sure, but I think that's what they are. And Padres against left-handers, they are 10-6, so they've done a pretty good job against lefties here. Now, can the Padres get a run line against them here? Because they're, obviously favored big time here with this number. So we'll see about that. But let me know what you guys have here in this one. The Padres taking on the Bucks today. Only one person chiming in. That's 9 Legacy says take the Pirates on the run line and the under. All right, now I'm going Padres on the run line myself. This is a dominant series, and the Padres can do it here, I think. I'll go ahead and lay the run line in this one. Padres plus minus 1.5 at maybe minus $1.05 or so. All right, Haley Baptiste is underway in the match against JBM right now, and JBM already broke her in the first game. Uh-oh. Keys and Kennan about to go too. A couple of Americans ready to go here. Americans looking good in Paris. All right, give the Padres on the run line. One more here between Washington and Arizona. We just heard that widely reported steam come in on the over in this one between Soroka and Fott. And why not? You got Fott here, 3.9 ERA, 271 BABIP. These are actually okay numbers, it feels like, here right now. Ortolani defeated Anza by submission in round 2 there at the Cage Warriors event. Hey, also some steam here real quick before we finish up this Washington, Arizona, and the baseball's done. The show's almost over, but the Athletics and the Blue Jays, we're seeing steam here to the under in this one after the teams blasted their way to a bunch of runs yesterday. The Sharps apparently are coming in on the under. Right now, the Athletics and Toronto game is headed lower to 9 under 15. It may even go to 8.5 here with the Athletics and Toronto, despite what we saw yesterday. Okay, for Soroka, 5.61 ERA, 296 BABIP. He's gotten hit pretty hard here. Washington's 1-4 with Soroka on the mound. It's the Diamondbacks that are awful, though, with they're down 12 and a quarter units so far this season. Nationals are actually up 3 3/4 units so far this season. So, look, there were 16 runs scored yesterday. There'll probably be more than that today. It feels well, maybe not more, but I'm going to take the over here with Washington and Arizona. Let's see what you got right now. Doge says take the Nats. You know what? I kind of agree, at least on the run line here in this one. Yeah, Soroka's got crummy numbers here for sure, but right now Arizona's not looking too good. Kripke says that I think that what I was saying there a little bit. So I guess that's it for the baseball. Thanks, everybody. I'm on the over there in that one. And that's it for the baseball. I think I got a few more games I'm going to look at here real quick. Let's talk about it with that Champions League final with Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain here too. Oops, I've screwed up there on the total. It should be 2.5 over 25, right? Look, we're on Paris Saint-Germain for sure here. Take PSG today. That's got to be my pick here on the show. I'll just take them to lift the trophy here. You got to give Inter a lot of credit here. And look, it's not a great price, but it is the championship. So I'm not going to dick around here too much. I'm going to take Paris Saint-Germain to lift the trophy at the Champions League final today, and that price is about $1.60 or so, I think, for PSG. And I have a feeling, this one's probably going to be 2-2, and probably maybe it'll be decided in the penalties here today. So let's see if anybody has anything here. You guys are already talking about it, right? In the final today. So, okay. I'm going with PSG, though, in the big one. All right, let's see what else. I think I have one more here. The Sky taking on the Wings. We just saw this final. The Sky played the Wings just the other night, and the Sky got their first win of the season. Now, a little bit of break, I know you guys are big WNBA fans and you know all the latest moves, but Paige Beckers does have a concussion. She's actually going to miss a couple of games, they said, I believe, here. But still, the Wings actually took a little bit of action despite that. They're 1.5-point favorites. I'm still going to come back on the Wings here in this one. The Sky did get the win 97-92 on Thursday behind Cardoso, 23-8. Ariel Atkins, 17 points. But Enrique Agumbawale scored 37 points for Dallas there. And Chicago led 29-19 after one period. But I think Dallas bounces back probably here in this one against the Sky. But we'll see what you guys have, if anything, here in this one. But I'm going to take Dallas, even without Beckers. Look, she's been good. She's been fine. She'll be a big-time player. Here, she's already looking pretty strong, but she's just part of this cohesive team. She doesn't carry the load necessarily, even though she did score 15 points in that game, and so did Dejanay Carrington. Misha Hines-Allen had a good game as well. They both, what happens when two bad teams play? I guess offense happens, and that's what they had, a ton of offense. So will it happen again today? Here, the total is down to 173. That's one of the highest totals of the season, if I'm not mistaken. And you have the two of the worst teams in the league. They're a combined 2-9 so far. A shout out to Courtney Vandersloot. You don't see this in pro sports every day, right? She had 13 points to pass Allie Quigley for the all-time leading scorer in Chicago Sky history. What's so unique about that? She passed her spouse to set the record. So, family affair, if you will. There, Sky is 4-1 to the over so far. Dallas is 2-0 to the over as a favorite. There were 7 ties and 6 lead changes in that game. So, probably not going to make a premium out of this. Sounds like a pretty close game. I'll take the Wings here in this one to win at home against the Sky. Although the Sky, the one thing you say about the Sky is they've almost improved in every game so far this season. Now I know they lost the last game, but they still scored 92 points. So they've been a little bit better for sure. All right, let's see anything in the W for you guys. PSG is the play of the day there. Terrell said it right there. Sky improving. All right. Is that it for the morning steam here? Let me see. I think I got one other play. Well, I didn't even make a graphic for it, you guys, because there is one game in the UFL today. Here's the thing. The last 2 weeks of games here, the UFL has not meant anything. In the UFL so far, the last 2 weeks, the playoffs have been set for 2 weeks, so probably got a fixture playoff format or something. But you do have here Houston taking on Michigan here in this one today. There's been a big move on Houston. The games don't even matter here at this point. So give me Michigan here at home will be my play today. There's been a big move here on Houston, actually. The game opened. Michigan minus 8 8, and they're resting all their players. I get that, but I'm still taking them today here. I don't think that is going to pertain to this particular game, but in this league I'm not so sure, so I'm just playing it here right now. Okay, we're going to do some college baseball picks here right now. Get ready. There's a lot of them here that I'm going to go ahead and give out here right now. I got to look at the lines. I'm actually doing this a little bit on the fly because the lines were out, but we're starting to see the movement here a little bit. And I'm just going to have to give out what I think are these probably going to be my best plays at the moment. Here at this point, we're just going to go over some of the early games. Please catch up with me over there at winnable.com for more plays later on today over there. That's what's going to be happening. Okay. So here we go. Binghamton or Oklahoma State. These are the noon starts here right now. These games start in 1 hour. Binghamton and Oregon State.
Steam play.
Let me make sure I'm looking at these right here. I want to make sure we're right on top of this here right now. Okay.
Final.
Okay, here we go. These were just going to be some plays here. There's only 32 games today, to start. So here we go. Binghamton and Oklahoma State. I've got the over 15 runs in Binghamton and Oklahoma State. Look, this is day 2. We're going to see more runs. Supposed to see more runs than we did yesterday in all the games. So I've got over 15 Binghamton and Oklahoma State. I'm finding these are going to be mostly totals, it feels like. South Carolina upstate against Kentucky.
Critical notice.
And we have I have the under 12 runs in upstate
Final.
and Kentucky. Go under in that one. That's also at noon here. Also, I'm going over with Wake Forest and Miami. This is also at noon. I'm going over 12 runs. I'm actually getting a little bonus, it feels. It was a 12.5 there. I'm going over 12 runs. Wake Forest and Miami. All right. Also, coming up here.
Final.
Man, things are really popping off here, aren't they? Uh, just the early games here. Please catch up with me over at winnable.com for later action here today. I'll have a ton of plays, man. It might even be 20. But I'll say at least a dozen plays. So please go over and consider subscribing, even if it's just for today. If you subscribe the $3 package, I'll double it and I'll send it tomorrow as well. I know it doesn't sound like a big bonus. Okay, Bethune-Cookman. I like Bethune-Cookman against in their game today against Northeastern. I like Bethune-Cookman here plus. Let me make sure of the line here. Plus 4.5 against Northeastern. I think it's $1.25 there to take the 4.5, but I like Bethune-Cookman against Northeastern plus 4.5 runs there in that one. So let me see. Hopefully that'll get you started. Let me do one more here. Mississippi and Western Kentucky. This is the 2 p.m. start. I'm giving you one on every game here to get your day started. And then I'll give you a few hours to hook up with me for those 3 p.m. games today. And I'll have a bunch of plays. So please check me out if you want to play with me some college baseball today. Okay. Mississippi and Western Kentucky. I've got this game to go over 12 runs as my play. Go over with Mississippi and Western Kentucky. All right. That'll be 5 plays to get hopefully things started. And I really do appreciate everyone joining me here on the Morning Steam Show. I feel like we should go even longer here. We got all of you over here right now. Hope I'm not missing any sports here right now.
Urgent message.
Man, everything is flying off here, flying off the handle. Feels like right now. Let's see here. I want to see if I could at least get you one play in the tennis that's still coming up. I'm seeing, oh man, Haley Baptiste all broke JBM, and now she's back on serve and about to win the game here right now. Okay. All right. I guess that's going to do it. I was going to see if I could track down maybe one play here because I wanted to look at. Oh, boy. All right. We're just going to have to wrap it up here. That's going to do it for the morning steam. I do have my tennis plays up right now over at winnable.com for another match or two left. Thanks, everybody. Great job. Nasty Nate likes the Rams to smash in their game today at the regionals, as at least in this one, the regionals as well. We saw Rhode Island last night in that 4-2 game. Hey, I had a nice winner in that game as well with that under yesterday in the Rhode Island game. So Nasty Nate likes the Rams to win. They're playing Arkansas Little Rock today. All right. That's going to do it here on the Morning Steam Show. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Also have, believe it or not, I think I have a Major League Soccer card tonight also. So, look, I'm ramped up and ready to go. I'll be here all day, and you can join us today at later on tonight. I'll just call it right now, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. We could be on a few minutes earlier than that, but we got UFC action here. 10 fights today here to beat the books today with our coverage of UFC Fight Night. Blanchfield versus Barber from the Apex. We've got our previews up as well. You can get more handicapping done. Don't forget to check out the notebook. Not the movie, but the UFC playbook here at the I was going to show it on the screen here. You know what to do. Go over there right now and check it out. You can get all the plays there in the UFC playbook right there. Hi, everybody. Here I am. And check it out over there. You got to see some of the plays there right now, and you can go over and check it out underneath the community tab. You can click right over there and go to the members playbook, get all the plays, but don't forget, you can also watch the action here. And Nasty Nate, he says, look, he says, drunk big arm kids calling out the old skinny guy. They were so surprised. LOL. I beat 2 of the players in arm wrestling at the bar last 2 weeks ago. He wants you to know, Nate, screaming it out here in the chat. All right, Nate was arm wrestling the team, and no wonder their arms aren't strong right now. Good job, Nate. All right, they were calling out Nate. He went on there. Hope you didn't hurt their arms, Nate. We need the Rhode Island Rams to step up here in the college playoffs today. All right. Okay, I think that is it for the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Please head on over to the my picks over there at winnable.com. Like I said, I got baseball, I've got hockey, I've got soccer. What do I got? I've got everything over there today,
Final.
and I'll have more college baseball as well. Zverev over Kaboli here in straight sets. That sent me down to defeat there for sure. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining me here on the Morning Steam. Kirk, great. Yeah, Kirk, hey, I took PSG.
Critical notice.
I already did it. I took it there. There it is. Yeah, I took PSG to win the trophy at minus $1.60 here. So,
Steam play.
man, so much. I want to stick with you guys. There's so much going on here all of a sudden, but let's get on with our day. Thanks, everybody, for joining me here on the show. Don't forget to join us later on today for the coverage here for UFC Fight Night. All right. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long. Thank you.
One for cover, that's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. Ramon Scott, sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to the